We are live. On screen, you got Jenkins. Behind the camera, the liberal conservative. And today is election day hype. Today is the day we get to go vote for freedom. I really hope it's the referendum on the authoritarian left right now. Because this shit is ridiculous. And enough's a fucking enough. So, I am excited today. Just got done watching last night's episode, I think, or at least part of it, of Louder Crowder. Hilarious. Vox is so stupid. And he was just countering their argument, rebutting their claims of the Republicans being more right and extreme, saying that Republicans have gone more right and more extreme than lefts have gone more left and extreme, which is just not the case. Republicans, I think Republicans are actually less extreme now than they were maybe 6 years ago. I think maybe 2012, 2010, 2012, 2014 elections. The Tea Party was kind of really pushing hard, and I think that they pushed real hard to like far right, and Republicans went, yeah, look, we want to get rid of Obama and his policies, but you guys need to calm down, and start voting, more hopefully middle of the road Republicans. But I look forward to today. I don't know if I'll be able to live stream when I get home during the elections. There's other people at the house, and I don't know if I necessarily want to stream while people are, elsing around the house and yelling out and having conversations and stuff. It's not a quiet environment, and I don't think it'll be good. I'll definitely make a video on it. Maybe I'll upload some videos, or I'll go live for a little bit, just to give opinions as they come up in the moment, so that I'm keeping them fresh, and when I go back to listen to them, they'll be there, and I can keep a tally on things, on how my viewpoints go throughout the night, and how I react to results as they're coming in, and really, really hoping Florida doesn't take all fucking night to count the votes. If I have to stay up until like 2 o'clock in the morning watching election results because Florida can't fucking count to 1 million, it's gonna be like, really, guys? Every fucking election cycle, we're gonna take till 2 o'clock in the morning counting fucking votes? Fucking Texas and Arizona and all them, they're gonna be done before us? I don't know what. Florida's, since the hanging Chad, Florida has had election issues, so we'll see what happens there. I mean, when George Bush beat Al Gore, that was a huge thing in Florida, and so I think that was, it was big. And I think Florida needs to vote Republican in this election, not just for the sake of voting Republican, but because the current Republican policies are better than the Democrat policies. Let's break it down. We can lump all the Republican candidates right now into a set of policies that they are all pretty similar on. None of the Republican candidates have extreme right-wing viewpoints. They don't. DeSantis wants to work on the environment. The environment! A Republican wants to work on the environment! You guys are fucking still pissed! They're all just basically, let's keep corporate taxes low so that corporations and businesses can hire more people and pay better wages and feel more comfortable doing so. And let's protect freedoms, let's protect the Second Amendment, let's protect the freedom of speech and stuff like that, and really kind of vanilla issues, to be honest. Like, there's nothing sensational about the current Republicans candidates' viewpoints or policies or anything like that. There's nothing sensational about them. They're very vanilla policies. There's nothing, no standout that we need to, jump on board and get rid of this. It really is. We need to toe the line and maintain and continue to grow our economy. That's really mostly it. Protect our economy, protect our environment, especially Florida, and economy, environment, and individual liberty. Those are the three things. How the left can't agree on those three things is insane. All three of those things, all three. You're against all three. Just you're against the environment now. Just because a Republican said we should protect the environment, you're like, fuck the environment. Those fucking birds don't need shit. Okay. I don't fucking get it. I think Florida's environment is important. I think we should work on it. I wish Rick Scott had done more environmentally focused things, but he wasn't necessarily a hindrance to the environment. So, So, if you've got friends or family that are not going to vote, or you think they're going to vote Democrat, do something for me. Have a conversation with them. Not a you're wrong, you're bad conversation. Just a reasonable conversation. Say, look, the economy, the environment, and individual liberties are important. Andrew Gillum is not going to do anything about these things. He's going to make them worse. God, I really don't, I'm trying to come up with a reasonable argument, but I don't think there's anything reasonable about the left right now. He is a far left. He's much further left than he is showing right now. And he gave a speech talking about reparations, about slave reparations. He might be anti-white. He might be a racist. I can't say for sure that he is, but maybe. When you talk about reparations, you want all white people to pay reparations, right? I'm technically white. I'm a mutt. I'm Portuguese. I've got probably more Native American than Elizabeth Warren, but not enough to go around saying I'm Native American. Kind of like Elizabeth Warren shouldn't be going around saying she's Native American. And French Canadian and Polish, and I'm a mutt. I am a fucking American mutt. My family does not know its real ancestry. I know that my grandfather was half Irish and half my dad is half Irish and half Portuguese, but we don't know our great-grandparents or who came over on what boat or when or any of that stuff, just because during my dad's time that information was lost. And so I'm considered white. I check the white box, even though my skin tone is very tan, and I have been mistaken for Mexican on more than one occasion, and Arab on one occasion, but I hadn't shaved in a while. My hair was long. It was a weird thing. But, I check white, even though my skin tone isn't actually in that, shade of white area. Should I have to pay reparations? Should I be punished for slavery? I had nothing to do with it. My dad and my mom grew up in poverty. They grew up in poverty. They know poverty. People think they're in poverty today are not in poverty. There are people in poverty today, but the ones that think they're in poverty because they're not making $15 an hour are not in poverty. You don't know poverty, okay? You have a cell phone, you have a car, you have cable, you have internet, you're not in fucking poverty, you dumb cunt. Fucking ridiculous. So what? Am I supposed to pay reparations because I got a little bit too much Caucasian in there? Is that what I'm supposed to do, Gillum? You fucking piece of shit. Wants to raise taxes to pay for health care or whatever in Florida. One, you don't understand how healthcare works if you think socializing it is going to help it. And two, no. You can't take our money to do shit we don't want you to do. Florida is the reason Florida doesn't have an income tax. It's the reason Florida only has a sales tax. The reason Florida has a sales tax is everybody pays the same. Everybody pays the same percentage. You pay a percentage based off what you consume. Cool. We have a corporate tax. We have a low corporate tax, thankfully, because corporations are already paying a high corporate tax. So if you want to put a state corporate tax on top of a federal corporate tax, you're gonna fuck businesses over. They're not going to be able to hire people. And maybe they're going to be able to hire. Oh, they make all this profit. They don't need all this profit to themselves. Fuck you. You don't need any money to yourself. They're a business. They're in the business of making money. That's what businesses do. And the more comfortable a business feels, the more likely they are to hire people. And when they do hire people, and if they're good people, give them raises because they want to maintain them. Because you know what happens to good workers? Good workers that don't make enough money where they're at get hired somewhere else, making more money. Because now not only are they a good worker, but now they've got experience in that field. So once you've combined experience plus a good work ethic, you can move up. And you can move up again when you get more experience. Now you've got leadership experience. Now you can move up to managerial. And if you're in retail, you can be a store manager, an assistant manager. And these companies will send you to classes to train you more, to give you information on how they want their company to run, so that you can continue to move up the ladder. It grows. We moved to Florida with 5 kids and no jobs. That's fucking insane. My parents were crazy. But this is fucking America. So when they got here, they worked their asses off. They worked 2 jobs. They worked the hours they had to. They fucking busted ass working at restaurants and shit until they're at where they are now. My dad retired. No high school education. My dad retired making 20-something bucks an hour. Just because he got into a position, did well in that position, and got raises and stayed with the company. Ended making 20-something bucks an hour. They have like $2 million saved for retirement, plus in investments and assets and shit. And then my mom started off bottom level, doing, shit jobs, waitressing, worked at like a car dealership, worked for, then tried to become a firefighter. Did all that stuff to become a firefighter, which is not easy, but then end up making more at hardware, and went into a hardware company and rose up to the ranks of hardware company and is now a store manager making 6 figures plus. So it's doable. You can pull yourself out of poverty to at least middle or upper middle class in one generation. Just by yourself, you can move from poverty to middle, upper middle class. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've lived it. So get out there. Let's vote. Let's get rid of these fucking people. Let them know that it's not okay to go around fucking yelling everybody's racist, everybody's sexist, everybody's misogynist, just for believing in conservative policies. Honestly, mostly libertarian people in the middle of the road, and you're still yelling sexist, racist, misogynist, just for wanting to enforce policies that up until 2 years ago, Democrats were pushing as well. Obama was talking about not letting illegals into the country. Less than 8 years ago. So, let's get out there. Let's do this fucking damn thing. And I will be back online after work today. Have a good one. Drive safe. Don't work too hard. And I'll talk to you this afternoon.